What's up, YouTube? It's Trav, and I love collecting rocks. It's really a disease. Um, let's look at some of these rocks that I've already showed you before, and I'll tell you about how I collect rocks. Now, I am shallow, so the way I first collected rocks was to look for the sparkles, and these are the first rocks that I've ever came across is like crystals. Notice the edges of a crystal reflect light pretty psychotically. Um, if you're walking around in the hills and this is reflecting back at you, even if it's covered in dirt and you don't see it, you're really not trying hard enough as a rock collector. But that's not all you can do. You look for little reflections of light, okay? But this is the same thing. I was walking the dog, and in a piece of gravel, I found this beautiful little quartz geode inside of some black stone, which I think this makes it a black onyx. And see how it's pearly and reflective like that? This would be your next step down from looking for things that reflect back at you. This actually does reflect back at you. Notice in some lights, it will reflect light. It's waxy, it's pearly. Same with this one. It's the same material as this. See right here where it's gray? It's the same thing. It's not as shiny, okay? But it still reflects light. When you're looking for rocks, you're always looking for light to reflect back at you. And I don't really collect jaspers that much, but this is one that my friend brought me. And this would be the area that would indicate this is a good rock, okay? This area, it's going to be a little bit harder to figure that out. But if you have a waxy area, or an area that you could see through partially, see how light gets caught inside of the rock? Your eye will get better over time at rocks capturing light. And this would be a chalcedony that, it just looks like a brown rock, but it's really not. If you cut this open, it's a piece of glass. It's basically, you could polish it to a mirror shine. And if you get badass enough, you'll just walk up to some rocks that are the parent rock, flip them around, and start seeing shiny things from a dull thing. You're walking around, there's a dull thing, shiny thing. Now you're feeling really rad. And to be the most rad as a rock collector is to collect stuff that isn't shiny and it's still badass. That's a picture sandstone. Obviously it's beautiful for a different reason.